This is a very long message. I don't think, how much time do we have left? Okay. I'm doing my PhD now. I'm 25 years old. I want to get married, but I have a problem about it because my mother wants to choose for me. And she tells me also to finish my last year to get the PhD. How I do about it? Sorry, I don't know the language well. MashaAllah, your language is good. Again, if you have someone that you know who's righteous, and you can start approaching them until if they agree, inshallah, and then you gradually get your parents involved. Because option one, if your mother helps you in choosing a righteous woman to start with, there's nothing wrong with that. But if she is going to tell you the same concept of you have two options, your cousin or your cousin, even though if she doesn't sometimes speak the same language like you, she's coming from a very different culture. And I'm not saying intercultural marriages do not succeed, but what I'm saying is, there might be no chemistry between you and her. You know the word chemistry? When people meet and say there is no chemistry, you didn't feel that, you'd be comfortable living with that person. It could come from the sister, it could come from the brother. Okay? So you have to see the person that you are going to marry. You have to be pleased with them. And number one, in both cases, the deen should be there. This should be the priority. So if your mother chooses someone who's good for you, not all arranged marriages fail, by the way. We're going to talk about this in detail, inshallah, in the seminar. But what I'm saying is, if the criteria are okay, then you go with that. But if not, then use wisdom and mercy in dealing with the situation. Because by the end of the day, it's you who's going to be marrying. So your mother wants someone who will be submissive to her. In fact, your mother, if she's like a domineering person like this, she would like to marry you to someone who's a copy of her, which doesn't exist in real life. I finished my master's and my mother is at home country. Should I continue with my PhD or go back to serve my mother? Knowing that my whole country is politically, socially, and economically has lots of problems, and being a PhD holder will make me serve my people better. Mom versus country. Of course, your mom comes before your country, unless you're going to be the president, inshallah. And that's what my daughter is telling me. She said, you used to have the excuse not to come to Egypt and run for the elections. Now you are above 40, and there's a vacancy in Egypt. Come back and apply for the president. I don't think I'm ready for that, inshallah. So again, taking care of your mother, if your father is alive, or if there are other members of the family who can take care of her, and this is going to make a difference, because when you came here for the masters, you didn't come for the sake of the masters. You wanted to have good education, so when you go back home, inshallah, you can have a better job and you can take care of your mother. If this is the case, that's fine. But if she has no one else to take care of her, so you have two options: to bring her here if you can, or to go and take care of her. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will provide for both of you. And this life is nothing but a test and struggle. There will always be political, social, and economic problems. So it will never be solved except in Jannah, inshallah. Because there is nothing perfect or absolute in this dunya. It's called dunya. You know why? Because it is worthless in the sight of Allah, or it's very short. These are the two reasons. إِمَّا لِدَنَاءَتِهَا وَإِمَّا لِدُنُوِّ أَجَلِهَا.